What is up, guys? No risk and no premium here with another episode of the 2 minute drill. Well, if you watched yesterday's and I gave you a little bit of homework and I told you to say what the hell happens on all the other days, well, it was pretty simple to see. We went up, we went down, then we went up. The only difference of today versus the other days was we sold off the same day, but we had all the same actions where the majority of the team went and took calls down here on live in our Wolves of Wealth community. We also had some people hop in on the put side when the huge level of what 390 didn't hold, right? We pretty much rejected it. So great trading all around today. I want to make a quick note and say today is a reason or a perfect example of why you play the chart and you really don't give a fuck about what they have to say. Everybody on Twitter and on the news and here and at the bar and I don't know where, probably your parents. Well, if he does 0.75, the market's going to rip. And if he does 0.1 or 1% hike, then we're going to crater, blah, 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 blah. God, close your asshole up. I don't care what he does. You shouldn't care what he does. Inflation's 8% right now. The market shouldn't even open tomorrow if we're just trading macros. Okay. The fact of the matter is this 390 couldn't get through. So we failed. Simple to see. The other thing that you could have saw yesterday was shoulder, head, shoulder today. Perfect head and shoulders on this 1 hour. Now, where do we go from here? If you just want to play a technical standpoint of a head and shoulders, very simple. You do this. You take the neckline, call it 382. You take the head, call it 390. 8 points from there. 8 points from 382 is 374. My, oh my, where are we now? 374 in this after hours trading. So that completes the neckline. Now, if you remember what I said in the chat, I said, look, 3775. Okay, 3775 on ES is a bounce area. Okay, because that would also be the same level where we're at right now, 374. We're at 3770 right now. So I would expect somewhat of a bounce in this area, or it's just a level in general. Okay. But what happens tomorrow? Let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Okay, like really out, like this weekly chart out, so you can get a better macro. Okay, can you see here a perfect trend line from COVID low to the most recent low 362 and then up to here? We lost this today. This is a huge trend line to lose. Now, what do we have down here? Okay, this is the weekly chart. There is a gap to fill on the daily here, and look at all of this. Really, this, I call this a major support level, 371. Okay, gap fill is at 370, goes down to 369. Okay, I would most definitely anticipate a bounce here. This is a huge, 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 huge level. Okay, so if we get down here, my trade plan would be probably to long 370. Okay, and I would probably take a very nice stab short from 382 to 385 if we got back up there. Okay, if we got back up there, I think 382 will be a good area. Why? That is the major breakdown area, as you can see right here. Do we possibly get a retest of that? Okay, tomorrow could be the trend line area, right? 380. Just really depends where we open tomorrow. So that's why it's important to always wake up in the morning. Make sure you get your pre-market high and low, the previous day high and low, and the previous week high and low. Okay, and then see where we're at. You always want to do that. Now, anything over 386, a night's a squeeze back to 390. Over 392 gets us back up here to all of our MAs, 396, then 400. Not saying it comes, but you better know your levels to the upside if we do. Okay, if we do. So zoom out one more time. What do we have here? Remember this? Remember when I talked about the boxes? Remember that? There was a nice box here. Then we had a box here. Now we have a box here. Okay. So do I think we end the month possibly closing the month from 370 to 376? Definitely. We still have an entire week after this one. Okay. Could we possibly get a wick and try of these lows? Most definitely think that's going to happen. I think the first area would be a bounce off 370 and then possibly another trying this low of 362. But as for tomorrow, I'm really got my eyes on 370 and 380, 382. As above levels is 380, 382, below levels 370. That's where I'm keeping my eyes tomorrow. Okay. Other than that, Wolves and everybody else that taps in with us, do me a favor for funsies. Okay. Where do you think we bounce tomorrow? If we bounce, comment it in the chat. I want to see what you guys have to say. Love you guys. Don't do anything fucking stupid, and I'll see you bright and early. Peace.